Welcome back, Super Dungeon Explorers. So when we last left our heroes, they had just done a phenomenal job of clearing away all the monsters that had respawned from the last time. Now, I want to make a couple things, some mistakes that I made in the previous video. I forgot that these mist hounds have something called Predator. And what that is, it means that when you move from a space that's adjacent to them, they'll get a free attack on you. So if you recall, the Celestial Herald moved from this space over to here to do the Amazing Lance 8 attack that it did. So it would have triggered the Predator attack. And when that would have triggered, both the Predators were alive. However, when it does this Predator attack, it uses its solo attribute. So actually it doesn't matter whether or not either or were alive. So we'll just roll for this right now. And that'll be the Celestial Herald's defense value, which is their will, or her will. And if she gets better than 2 stars, then it's fine. And she gets 2 stars. So there you go. Even though she got sideswiped by the Predator, by the Mist Hound, she is perfectly fine. And let's not forget she has Bane on her because of the Necromancer. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, Bane only matters for defense, so if we don't plan for the Celestial Herald here to take any more damage, then we don't necessarily have to cure the Bane just yet. But let's take it back to you guys. The Glimmerdusk Ranger will Sparkle Burst that spawn point right there. And Sparkle Burst, as we both know, or as we all know, is the Dexterity attack. Burst 1 causes big damage. So her dexterity base is 2 blue, 1 red. She's within Jaunty Tune, another blue, and her equipment, 2 more blue. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue and 1 red. See how much damage this does. Plenty of damage. And a heart, which we shall heal 1 heart from the Celestial Herald. So that's going to deal 1 damage onto the spawner, leaving it with 1 point left. That's going to deal the final damage onto this Mist Hound, defeating it. It's going to deal 1 damage onto this Bonehead, defeating him. And that's it. So that gives the Glimmerdusk Ranger 2 threat. But she's not done yet. She's going to use her final action to destroy that spawner. Yes, and she totally does. And 2 hearts. So that brings the Celestial Herald up to full, although she still has Bane on her right now. But that's okay. This is destroyed, which is all we care about. And a princess coin will drop right there. Just like that. And we can pick that up later. Or we can pick it up now. But first, because she destroyed a spawner, she'll get 2 more threat for that, giving her a total of 4. So for our second hero activation, I'm going to activate the Celestial Herald here. So I'm going to have our lovely Celestial Herald here first scavenge and pick up this princess coin and put it in our backpack. And because that's technically a support action, she gets 1 threat for that. Then she's going to move over 1, 2 and use Divine Arrow. Now, Divine Arrow doesn't affect allies. It's not a dangerous action because it doesn't have a skull next to the traits. So our minstrel friend is perfectly fine. Trust me. So to do Divine Arrow, it is a lance attack. So that's 3 dexterity, or that's 3 blue dice, plus the 1 for Jaunty Tune, plus the 1 for her equipment. So it's just 5 blue dice. Whew, almost didn't make that one. But the Necromancer only has an armor of 2, so we'll deal 1 damage to it, and we'll heal Bane from our Herald. And because it's a lance, it'll go straight through and get this Bonehead as well, giving her another threat. And then she'll use those 2 remaining actions to pick at the Necromancer. So let's get him. Definitely. And now we'll heal the Bane off of our minstrel friend. It's fantastic. We're full up. And here's our last action. Ugh, it doesn't get it. Unfortunately, the Necromancer has 2 armor, and that only just dinks it. Darn. That's a shame. I'll be really upset if the special action comes up. But that's still a lot of damage. We've done 2 damage to this Necromancer. So now it's our power-up phase. We only defeated 2 monsters in that situation. One from the Mist Hound and one for the Bonehead. So all we got was Chainmail and a Potion Bandolier, which aren't particularly useful right now. I think we're gonna throw away this Chainmail because nobody's gonna use the armor. And just for the sake of, I guess, equipping something onto the Celestial Herald, that Potion Bandolier will go onto her. And all it does is give her an extra potion slot. So not the most useful thing. But during the power-up phase, that is also when the mini-boss spawns. So we have 2 mini-bosses here, Brave Mode Candy and Salt. And the way that I'm gonna figure out which one of these guys gets spawned is by using this ridiculous gold coin, princess coin that we got from the Kickstarter. So, heads it's Brave Mode Candy, tails it's Salt. Let's see if this doesn't break everything. Tails it's Salt. And we're gonna just spawn him right there. Just plop right there. So he's gonna get a full turn of activation on us. So let's draw our arcade card. Rush. Move twice, fight once. So the turn order is bosses will happen, or mini bosses will happen first, before the elites in the back there. So he's trying to go after the Celestial Herald, who has 3 threat on her. So he doesn't need to move. His range is 3. He's perfectly fine there. And then the elites will move to try and get into their range. And their range is 5. So this guy is only going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just be fine right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this guy will go 1, 2, 3, and I think he'll also be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Alright, so we're back to the mini boss. Actually, and then the Necromancer doesn't have to move either. Oh wait, they're trying to get within solo range. I'm sorry, their group range was 5. But, I mean, with move twice, they also super don't care. They'll still get plenty of movement onto them. And they're all going for the Celestial Herald. Alright, well, mini boss is first for the fight action, or the fight command. And Salt has 2 action points, 4 strength, and an ability called Extreme Weather. And it's its signature action, so it'll proc right now. And it's a wave 2 and causes fire and ice. Some icy hot. It's an offensive action, so actually it's his 4-star attack versus everyone's defense. So the minstrel here gets hit, and he's gonna have to only be able to use his 2 armor. His 2 blue dice for armor. And he'd have to roll perfect for that to work. So you know what? We're gonna drink Celestial Herald's emergency potion. And actually we can choose who drinks this. It's an aura 3 and it gives +1 to static armor. Or +1 static to armor. So it actually doesn't matter necessarily who drinks it because whoever will drink it is in range of everyone else. But we'll say that the minstrel has it. Just so that we kind of have a little bit of flexibility when we want to switch tokens around for threat. So the Celestial Herald will drink, or excuse me, the Wandering Minstrel will drink the Celestial Herald's potion, giving him 1 more threat. And so he'll have a static 1 to his defense roll that he's about to make right now. So we're trying to get better than 4 stars. I don't think it's gonna happen, but oh, actually, there you go. 3-star plus the static 1, 4-star. Amazing. Blocked it. Icy hot, not a problem for him. But now the Herald has to make that same roll. And her armor is only 1, so we're not using that. We're using her will again, which is the 2 red dice. So she won't get the benefit from her own potion, but she'll have better odds this way. So better than 4-star. 6-star, perfect, amazing. Phenomenal, 10 out of 10, don't even have to, we're done here. That's it. But that was only the signature action of Salt. That actually isn't his attacks. So he'll do those right now. So he'll actually attack Celestial Herald once again for 2 times for 4-star. So that block was just for the signature action. Now she needs to block his 2 regular attacks. So here we go. 4-star, no. And actually, you know what? Okay, never mind. I thought I had to worry about Bane. We cured that. Perfectly fine. However, she just got hit. So we'll take 1 point of damage onto Celestial Herald. And the second attack also hits. Okay. We're still in a good spot right now. Hopefully. Now these Shroud Sorrows will attack. They have a range of 5, so they definitely get the Celestial Herald. And strength of 2. So not too bad. First attack from the top one. Blocked. Second attack from the bottom one. Super blocked. Awesome. Now the Necromancer here has a choice between the Glimmerdusk Ranger and the Celestial Herald. So we're definitely going to have him attack the Herald. Or not, to attack the Ranger. And the reason why he has a choice, because they both have 2 threat because we did the switcheroo with the potion. And they're both at distance of 2. So, free pick. And we're going to have him pick the Ranger. Because she has a lot of armor. And thanks to the potion that's being drunken by the minstrel, she'll have even more than that. So her armor base is 3 blue dice. Plus the 1 for the potion. Plus a red for her diamond plate. So, I think we're okay here. The Duskhaven Necromancer's attack is just 2-star. All of his buddies kind of fell back into the earth. And we're totally fine. Alright. That's it for the monster's turn this time. And now it's back to us. Well, I think we know what we're going to do. We're going to go back to the minstrel. Jaunty 2 comes off. And you know what? We're going to put it right back on. It's been helpful. There's no reason not to. But that's a support action, which will give him another threat that we'll take from the Celestial Herald. She's more than likely going to get it all back, but we're just going to kill time until she does. So, we'll attack that Necromancer, who should not be alive right now. Base strength, 1 blue, 1 red, plus the armor, or plus the equipment he has. Another blue, another red, plus his Jaunty Tune for another blue. 4 blue, 1 red. Trying to get better than 2 stars here. Okay. Whole lot of nothing. Let's see. Jaunty Tune, that was 1 action. The attack was the 2nd action. Let's try it again. There you go. Okay. Perfectly fine. No problems here. Defeated it. Fantastic. We'll take another threat from the Celestial Herald, bringing our minstrel here to 3. It's about to get worried there. Alright, and that will be the minstrel's turn. So we'll take it back to the Herald. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Oh no! You know what? For the minstrel, he's also gonna move down 1. There you go. Cheesing it, but you know, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna move down 1 so that when the Herald goes down here, she'll be in range of Jaunty Tune. And the Herald will Celestial Divine Arrow that row of monsters. So her dexterity is 3 blue plus her equipment of 1, and the Jaunty Tune of 1 more. 5 blue dice. Now those sorrows are guaranteed hits right off the bat. They have 0 armor. So we're trying to get Salt here, who has 4 armor. Ouch. And well, we'll get the sorrows, but we won't get Salt. And luckily, those 2 hearts heal us back up to full. So these sorrows will say goodbye. And unfortunately, Salt is still there. So we'll attack them once more with our full pool. And still just can't pierce that hide. The Salt are like diamond armor. Just can't penetrate it. Crystalline structures. Too thick. And I guess we'll just wait there. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll just wait there. Because we defeated the two sorrows, that'll give the Celestial Herald 2 threat, which we're taking away from the Ranger. So, during the power-up phase, we killed 3 monsters. We killed the Dustcoven Necromancer and the two sorrows. So we'll get a few things. An Elvish Rapier, a Dirty Penny, a Heart-Shaped Locket. Now, I'm just going to replace the Celestial Herald's Potion Bandolier with this Heart-Shaped Locket. Because while that potion's useful, I think she'll benefit more from just straight up health. And I would give this Elvish Rapier to the Glimmerdusk Ranger, but the Glimmerdusk Ranger already has a Deadly Dark in that slot for 1 blue dice, 2 dexterity, 1 of course, red is a clear upgrade, but the Celestial Herald doesn't have anything in that slot. So in all fairness, this Elvish Rapier should go to the Celestial Herald. And then we have a Dirty Penny. Okay, this Dirty Penny will replace the Wandering Minstrel's itty bitty wings, because we're not gonna be moving anytime soon, and I don't think we're in any sort of rush. Plus, he's about to take a couple punches to the face from Salt, so he needs all the armor he can get. That'll only bring up to 3 blue dice, but I mean, it's better than nothing, right? So that's it for our power-up phase. Now it's to the monster. Gauntlet. So, this is the only spawn point that can be activated by it. So it's gonna respawn all of its monsters. So here come all the sorrows. Just bring them all back. And the wolves. It's almost a shame. And then we'll move. Now Salt doesn't need to move any closer to the Wandering Minstrel because he's right in his face. But all these sorrows will need to move. So sorrows can move 5, and they have fly. So they're just going all over obstacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that actually brings them within range of the Wandering Minstrel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And then the hounds have movements of 8. Although they're trying to get within range 1 of their target. So it makes it harder for them to actually get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So not quite there yet. They're just making a conga line straight towards us. Although, that's actually going to make it super easy for the Herald to finish them off. So that's the situation we're in right now. Salt will attack the Wandering Minstrel. Twice. No, actually, he actually has to do a signature action first. Oh man. That's going to be painful. 4-star, Fire and Ice, Wave 2. So only the Minstrel will be in this. So that's only a small reprise. He's about to get Fire and Ice and most likely just suffer too much from all this. Yeah, there you go. So because it's an offensive action, he'll take 1 point of damage and suffer Fire and Ice. So what does Fire and Ice do? You may be wondering. Well, Fire will make the Wandering Minstrel suffer 1 wound during his upkeep, which is at the very beginning of his activation. And then Ice makes it so that he cannot use unique actions. So no more jaunty tune for us. At least we'll still have it until he activates again, where it will come back off and then he won't be able to use it anymore. So we need to find a way to heal him before that jaunty tune comes off and he can't use it anymore. But Salt still gets to attack him 2 more times for 4 stars. Takes another point of damage, and there you go. Block the second one. Woo! So at least he's still kicking with 3 hearts left. Now these sorrows will get their shot on him. So their attack, even at gang range, or at their gang value, is only 2. So, I should stop talking. One more hit from this guy. So the next guy, in gang range, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, his gang range is 5. Okay, block that one. This next one, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's still in range. 2-star. Okay. Not too bad. Actually, the Wandering Minstrel has 2 health left, but we've come back from worse, right? Those will be all the attacks. The hounds, even in gang range, still only have a range of 1. So we're actually safe. For now. So it's back to you guys. What should the Glimmerdusk Ranger do? That Salt has an armor of 4 static stars. Your dexterity is 2 blue dice plus 2 blue dice, 1 red, plus 2 more, plus actually 3. If you get into Jaunty Toon's range, you'll have 5 blue dice and 1 red. So I guess you have fair chances to try and defeat Salt, but maybe there's better options. Here's something that I propose. You could try and blow up everything that's going on here. That's an idea. Or you can go for the treasure chest. It's right up here. Maybe you'll find some treasures if you pick the lock. Or you could find a Boo Booty and even add more problems to this fire. But hey, it's up to you guys. What should the Glimmerdusk Ranger do to save us from this situation? I'm leaving it in your hands. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll try my best to catch all my mistakes if I make them. Till next week.